We all want to look and feel our best, but in order to gain access to the best fitness regimes available, we need to look at our options. And let's face it, modern gyms are a little sneaky when it comes to the services they provide and the negatives they hide. But the Hub will be your spotter. Each fitness establishment has its drawbacks, so the Hub's gone behind the scenes to give you the 10 biggest secrets gyms don't want you to know. If you want a place where you can regularly challenge yourself but don't want to pay a gym membership, just subscribe to the Hub. Germs. So the gym has the equipment and the trainers and the classes to keep you in shape, but it also has the means to take your health totally out of commission. Isn't that ironic? With all the sweat and shared surfaces, it's no surprise that the warm gym environment is a haven for bacteria. But how bad is it? In one study, it was determined that 75% of gym machines and free weights carried germs that caused the common cold, and even a double wipe down of the equipment didn't clear the microbes away. Even worse, if any open cuts aren't covered, they could serve as open passages for MRSA to enter your body. So next time you're making the rounds in your daily workout, bring a towel to sit on, shower right after your gym session, and if you're doing any floor stretching or exercises, bring your own mat. Squishy and damp after use, gym-owned yoga mats could be breeding grounds for fungi. After each gym trip, make sure to wash your clothes, shower yourself, and be careful of gym-provided towels because there have been instances where they too have been carrying infections. Is no place safe? Fitness assessments. For some of us, walking into a new gym for the first time can be a harrowing experience. It's like being a new student at the 1980s teen movie high school. There's a lot of in-shape people, some of them are hanging out in their own cliques, and you have no idea how you'll be able to match their level of technique or fitness. Well, lots of gyms counterbalance this intimidation factor by offering or even requiring an entry-level fitness assessment to get an idea of where you're at with your physical health. Here, they'll inquire about your goals, make you do some sit-ups, and teach you a bit about their machines. It's like a job interview where if they like you, they'll pay you in pain. What they are really looking for is your commitment to one of their personal trainers. In some cases, the trainers will give complicated routines, so you start to question your own abilities and look to them for assistance. Personal training camp can be incredibly helpful, but be wary as to whether they're offering a helpful service or just a sales pitch. Group exercise. Organized group sessions or classes have been a proven way to keep members coming in after their New Year's resolutions have fallen off the wagon. According to recent statistics, gyms lose approximately half of their members each year. It's hard to keep anyone other than the most dedicated health nuts on a steady fitness plan. And in the past, these clubs have resorted to shadier ways to keep those monthly membership charges rolling in. Off the record, many clubs admit to quietly altering their members' yearly pay rates down to monthly automatic credit card payments. Since they already have the credit cards on file, they'll still be able to retain an automatic financial boost each month, even if the gym member doesn't expect to be a member much longer. According to the Better Business Bureau, there were more than 6,000 complaints from members about their gym's shiesty methods. To avoid these types of entanglements, fitness clubs have found a better alternative. Offer regular spin classes, yoga sessions, or kickboxing courses. With each group exercise, members get a regular set of fitness enthusiasts, usually in the same boat as them, who can keep them accountable for their workouts without having the sometimes stressful attention of a one-on-one personal trainer. It's better to share in that pain with 20 other individuals. Floor layout. Whether you're a gym rat or a casual treadmill runner, you've at least caught on to the standard gym layout that most fitness centers follow. Although the machine placement might vary from place to place, the cardio machines tend to be in the front and the weightlifting devices and free weights tend to be off to the back. This isn't just because the gymnasium looks prettier this way or stationary bike comes before weights in the alphabet. This layout gives fitness clubs the chance to show potential members the easier and less intimidating features of the gym, so these newbies aren't scared away on their first visit. Ellipticals tend to be featured more prominently in the gym floor plan because they're the most used cardio machines around. Yet, according to fitness experts, of the cardio options available, they may be easier to use, but they're not the greatest at getting the heart pumping. They also get deals from equipment manufacturers, which may be why your gym is overcrowded with your average treadmill that's placed right next to the machinery that looks like it was rejected from a Dr. Seuss book. Attendance. After the sales pitch you receive upon first entering the gym's doors, you might think you are being treated like the next Schwarzenegger. But the truth is, gyms factor in the statistics of membership retention when you first show up, and more often than not, they expect you to quit pretty soon after you sign on their dotted line. On average, the majority of members quit a few months after joining, with 67% of people with gym memberships never taking advantage of the program they're paying for. Just 5 years ago, an average of 50.2 million Americans had a gym of their own, and up to 34.8 million of them are wasting their monthly membership fees. Just as they aim to make their equipment layouts less intimidating, they prefer engaging the people who aren't muscleheads, and if those non-muscleheads keep showing up, they wouldn't have enough room for you. So if you go to the gym that offers all-you-can-eat pizza nights and bills itself as a gym for the average person, then don't be surprised when their building's capacity can only support 5% of their membership base, which certain gyms have going on right now. But if you do want the free pizza for the low price of $20 per month, then just go for it. Discounts. If you're looking to get in shape and fight the system at the same time, your best bet would be to pick a date outside of January. At the exact opposite time of year, it's projected that only 6% of new members sign up in the summer. That's the key to the biggest discount you could ask for. Another way to save money could involve a choice as simple as signing up for the 10-day pass or whatever temporary access your nearby gym may offer. You might think you're being frugal with your gym's special deal on the monthly rate, but if you only go to the gym 2 times per week, then it might not even be worth the 30-day billing cycle. Analysts at UC Berkeley conducted a recent study and found that 10 visit passes over monthly passes could save users upwards of 70%. On average, they found casual gym goers could save up to $150 biannually. But beyond the cost benefits, recent studies reported by Men's Fitness state that your immune system could be weakened by more than 90 minutes of continuous high-intensity exertion within 72 hours. So if you're looking for an excuse to relax and watch more videos, here it is. Stolen valuables. With so many strong and energetic men and women in one place, you'd think thieves would steer clear of the joint, but gym locker rooms remain an easy target. Face it, the owners of the valuables are distracted for long stretches of time, and often people don't secure their belongings as well as they should. Even if your locker is, locked, dedicated robbers can quickly cut through those and find their way into your stuff. According to a recent article in the Washington Post, it's become a problem for large DC gyms. Oftentimes, however, smaller thefts aren't reported to the police, so larger problems or repeat offenses at specific establishments could go unnoticed. The same goes for local yoga studios, which do a good job of communicating with other studios in the area when sneaky robbery has taken place. But since the studios have opened up cubbies for belongings, they rely on an honor system, and that's just not keeping everyone's stuff safe. While gyms need to resort to more security cameras and attendants at locker room entrances and exits, patrons need to only take in what they need and keep them on their person at all times. If possible, leave the wallet and cell phone in the car, or you could be leaving the gym later on without either of those belongings. Emergency prep. Gyms are basically like a booby-trapped temple from Indiana Jones. They're basically big rooms with heavy metal objects suspending by wires and levers, and they're just waiting for you to injure yourself. You would think that each certified health club would have its own standards and extensively trained employees for, health, but that's not always the case, especially since in America, it isn't a requirement of all 50 states to have a certified and trained professional on site at all times. And it's not only the external threats that can damage your body, the problems can come from within. For a place that has clients regularly pushing themselves to their limits, the chances of members experiencing one of America's 400,000 yearly cardiac arrests is too high, unfortunately. For instance, defibrillators can be used by non-medical employees, and most states don't require them in fitness centers. Even if they do, personnel who know how to operate it aren't always on site. This information should be available to you when signing up for a membership. And if you needed another reason to avoid the gym this season, feel free to use your own personal safety as an excuse. Fees. The fees probably don't matter to those special few who can afford a $26,000 membership offered at Equinox locations in New York City and Greenwich, Connecticut. Paired with Tier 4 personal trainers, a team of 6 PTs address the dietary, physical, and mental needs of these ultra-exclusive members. This is in addition to the private cabanas and heightened security. While us normal folks probably never have to worry about those types of cancellation fees, we should still consider the fine print on that contract before we sign. And even after you think you've canceled, you should check to see whether or not your credit card is still being charged. In the event of a cancellation due to a move, a decent amount of health clubs require that you can't terminate the relationship unless you relocate outside of a 25-mile radius surrounding the gym. And as far as that initiation fee goes, think before you pay. These types of charges are often fully negotiable, and there are frequent cases where the initiation bill is waived after a quick chat with the gym sales team. Besides, you'll want to save that money to put towards the gold toilets you can sit on with your special Equinox membership. Personal trainers. Personal trainers' motivational words and upbeat personalities can turn a whole workout from a private hell into a necessary challenge, but they may not always be what they appear to be. Much of the fitness training industry is unregulated, and trainers can receive certification online in a test that isn't as rigorous as you might think. According to certain fitness gurus, the best physical therapists are the ones with certification from the National Academy of Sports Medicine, the National Strength and Conditioning Association, or the International Sports Sciences Association. They give their trainers a solid background in exercise and anatomy, and some of these certifications require a 4-year degree. Certain top gyms will even limit their search to trainers with degrees in kinesiology or other specialties. But for some businesses, that might be too much to ask, but it's good for gym personnel to know how their funding is giving them experts in each muscle group. That said, just because they're certified strength training specialists, they aren't nutritionists. So if they make any crazy dietary demands like only eat a grain of salt, take it with a grain of salt. So there you have it. These are the 10 biggest secrets your gym doesn't want you to know. Keep these in mind next time you sign up for a membership or search for the best place to work out in your area. And if you just want to exercise your brain, then watch some more revealing videos like these at the Hub. See you around!